Hey, it's Karen with Expected Miracles again with another book review. Today I have The Music Shop, and it's written by Rachel Joyce, and this is a book that I received in January for my Book of the Month Club subscription. So let me tell you a little bit about this book. It's set in England in the 1980s, and it's centered around a music shop, specifically one that sells vinyl only. And the main character is Frank, and he's very specific about selling vinyl. So he has his shop kind of located on this dead-end area of the town that they're in, and he's surrounded by these other casts of characters that are these secondary characters. One owns a tattoo parlor, another is a baker. There's also a former reverend who sells some antique Christian items. So they're all on this little block together. They support each other, they're friends, and they try to keep each other's businesses alive. So you've got that little community of people there, and they're all charming. They all have their own personalities. They all have their own little quirks, which kind of come out throughout the book. So it's centered around Frank and his music shop and his love of vinyl, his love of music. Frank has this gift where he can match up a song or a genre of music for everybody that comes into his shop, and whatever their trouble is, whatever they have going on in their life, Frank can pick out a song to help them. And I kind of love that about him. That's my favorite aspect about his character. He's willing to help. He can figure out what song can help a person in less than 5 minutes. He's on the ball. He's got so much of an appreciation for music and such a wide knowledge spanning across every genre. And then one day appears this woman in a green coat. And it's almost like love at first sight for Frank. And without giving you any spoilers, I want these videos to be spoiler-free, he falls in love with her. And these random meetings kind of keep happening, and she's very closed off, and she almost seems insecure, but she's very shy. She doesn't open up very well. And in the meantime, Frank's trying to open up to her and get her to open up. And so there's kind of a wonky relationship going on there that kind of blossoms as the story goes along, but it's not really that typical romantic story that you think. There's a lot of underlying mysteries surrounding this woman in the green coat. Her name is, I think I pronounce it Ilsa, and she's a foreigner, but she has this way about her that's very mysterious, and you want to know more as well as Frank wants to know more. And in between chapters of this book, you kind of get a flashback of Frank's childhood with his mother and how he became to be this musical genius, so to speak, and how certain songs mean certain things to him, and especially one song in particular that he kind of swore off when he lost his mother. It's something he can't listen to, and you kind of find out why later in the book. So you're going along with this book. Everything seems to be hunky-dory. Ilsa seems to be kind of opening up just a little bit, but then everything in Frank's life gets flipped upside down, and it's very unexpected, and it kind of just happens out of nowhere, and it happens very quickly, and it seems like that story ends. But then you get a jump of time, about 20 years, and the story resumes. And let's just say there's more connections that are being made, and some interesting reunions, and the way these reunions are happening, they're pretty funny, and they have their own kind of quirk and their own sense, but it's really heartwarming. I really enjoyed this book. It was fun to read. It was easy to read. My love of music is what attracted me to this book in the first place, and I'm really glad that I picked it up, and I would highly recommend it to anybody who just wants something fun and light and just charming. That's kind of my word for this book, is charming. There's just something really sweet about it. And actually, as I was reading this book and seeing all of these songs that Frank would pick out for people that came into his shop or friends that were going through a rough time, I thought, I need to listen to each of these songs that I don't know, just to kind of get inside Frank's head. Well, good news. If you have Spotify, there is actually a music shop playlist on Spotify that has all of the songs in the book in that playlist. So I actually queued that up while I was working, and I listened to all of it. And it was so cool just to kind of get a little bit of a deeper sense of the book and into Frank's mind. So check that out if you read this book, and I hope it's one that you will enjoy too. So that's all for this book. Make sure to tune into my next one, which is coming up soon. And in the meantime, make sure to follow me at my blog, expectedmiraclesblog.com. Find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Have a great day.